Welcome back, my dear students of class 10th. My dear students, in the current videos, you are learning about the genetics. Genetics, that is the science of the study of the genes and the contribution of the metals. That also going on. Dear students, today's video, in this part, you will see the process of hybridization. That is the artificial hybridization by which the Mendel did his experiment on the pea plant. The scientific name of the pea plant, that is the Pisum sativum. So let us see the artificial hybridization, or it can be expressed as the hybridization. It can be written as the ZRS also. You can write here SRZ, hybridization. So, dear students, how does artificial hybridization takes place? The experiments which performed by the Mendel and artificial hybridization, the process of artificial hybridization means if there are two flowers and that flower are having this anther and this is the stigma, this is the androecium, this is the gynoecium, and take the anther flower, that is having the same male and female parts. So what happened in this process, in the process of artificial hybridization, the removal of one plant, one flower, gynoecium has to be removed from here, and in other plant, androecium, or in other flower, androecium has to be removed. So androecium and gynoecium both get removed from the neighboring flowers, so that the artificial cross hybridization takes place, and that is like this, that this pollen grain goes to the stigma of another flower, and by this process the pollen grains come to the flower of anther, and the development of seed here, seed get developed here, and that seed get stored, that will be collected, that seed will be collected. So this is the artificial hybridizing cropping pattern, so that the artificial or hybrid seed has to be collected from the crop field, from the offsprings. Dear students, that can be done in the F1 as well as that can be done into the F2 generation both. So F1 and F2 generation both has to be performed the artificial hybridization. Dear students, as we have discussed about the Mendel's monohybrid cross, and now the time that you have to know some important terminology that is using in the science of the genetics, that is using in the branch of the biology, genetics, and that terminologies are gene. My dear student, I would like to state over here that the Mendel conclusion was that there is a factor which is responsible for the transferring character from parents to the offspring, or from one generation to another generation, and later on that factor is known as the gene. So this is the responsible factor for heredity. So gene is a responsible factor for the heredity. Come to the other, genotype and phenotype. As I have told you, genotype and phenotype. Phenotype, this is the visual appearance of the creature, either that will be the plant or that will be the animal. Visual appearance of living organism or visual appearance of offsprings, and this genotype is the genetic structure of plants, or animals. So genotype, that is the genetic structure, and phenotype, that is the visual appearance. Dear student, let it understand that if this capital T is pure tall, that is pure tall, means the genes are present in the pure form. The genetic structure, there is capital T and capital D, this will be the genetic structure, while this tallness, that is the visual appearance. So you have to understand like this. While this capital T and small t, it means hybrid. This will be the hybrid tall. Hybrid tall means that is again tall, and visually it get expressed, and this is called phenotype. While this is the genetic structure, like this. The genetic structure is hybrid. So you have to understand the genotype and phenotype in this way. Dear student, homozygous and heterozygous. Homozygous and heterozygous. Homozygous and heterozygous. Heterozygous. Homozygous means the combination of zygote means pair means that is a pair, and tall plant with this. Homozygous means this is the tall plant, that will be the homozygosity, means both capital T and capital D is combining for the tall plant, while this capital T and small t, that will be for the tall plant, but that will be the heterozygous, while this capital T means that is the homozygous. Now come to this small t, that will be also homozygous, but that will be for the dwarf plant, dwarfness. It will express the dwarfness. So homozygosity means capital T when pairing, that will be homozygous. Small t when pairing, that will be homozygous, while capital T and small t pairing, that will be the heterozygosity. So you have to understand this in this way. Dear student, come to the alleles and alleles are allelomorph. According to Mendel, two genes representing two alternatives of a character are present in two separate chromosomes of a homologous pair and at the corresponding loci. For example, in a gene pair, if this will be the, suppose if it will be called as allele, single small t, and this single capital T, that will be called an allele. So these are the alleles. Alleles are the constituent of the genetic structure. So if genetic structure is capital T, then the alleles will be single T will be the alleles. Means this particular gene is situated at the specific loci on the DNA. These are the loci, different locations. These are the different locations. ATGC, ATGC. So these are the different locations. These are called loci. Loci means the location, the place where this gene is situated. The place where this gene is situated, that will be called a loci. So if at loci there is a small t, then that means that will be a LL which is get placed at a specific place, and that place is called loci. Come to the next, that is the dominant and recessive. Dominant and recessive. Dominant and recessive. Dominant means the good characters which is get expressed, that will be called the dominant character, while the recessive characters means the characters which cannot be expressed in the F1 generation, that will be called as recessive characters, like not so good as the tallness is concerned as the dominant character is concerned. And this recessive character, it means that has to be recessive because of the non-selection of the natural things, because nature cannot select the recessive characters. That is why in F1 generation every species try to produce the dominant offspring. The dominant characters always come out in the F1 generation. Therefore, dear students, these are some terminology which are used in the science of the biology, which is called genetics. My dear students, we have already explained about the monohybrid cross, Mendel monohybrid cross and monohybrid inheritance. Dear students, as I have told you that the transferring of character from parents to the offspring is called heredity. But while the zygote itself acquiring a character, inheriting a character by the help of this genetic structure inside it, because the design is present here in the DNA in the form of genes, that zygote will be able to inherit the character, that zygote will be able to design its body structure. So these are the important things that you have to learn in the science of the genetics and so on. Dear students, now come to the next, that is the next cross, and that is the Mendel's dihybrid cross. Come to the next experiment, and that is the Mendel's dihybrid cross. So that is again very important. You have already learned about the monohybrid cross in the previous video, and now come to the Mendel's dihybrid cross, which will be able to explain the complete rules of the complete laws of the Mendel that he proposed very earlier, and later on till now that is very useful in the science of the genetics. So let us see about the Mendel's dihybrid cross. My dear students, Mendel taken two characters in the dihybrid cross. For example, he taken the seed color and seed size. Dihybrid cross means taken two characters. Two characters are traits. Taken two characters are two traits as in the experiment of the dihybrid cross. For example, he taken yellow seed and yellow and round seed. Yellow seed. Suppose this is the seed color, yellow. Yellow color, yellow and round. So this yellow and round get expressed as Y, capital Y, and capital R. This is for yellow and this is for round. So he taken the yellow, he done the experiment from the yellow and round seed with the cross hybridization of green and wrinkle seed. Green and wrinkle seed. Suppose this is the green seed and that is wrinkled, that is not round. So he taken another example, another type of the plant which are having a recessive type of characters, and the seed was green and wrinkled and expressed as in the form of genotype that small y and small r. This is for green, this is for green, and this is for wrinkled. So seed color and seed shape. He taken the seed color and seed shape. This is yellow, and this is round. Yellow and round seed and green and wrinkle seed. He taken in the process of the cross hybridization. Dear students, what happened during the gametogenesis? Let us see. The gametogenesis, the process of gametogenesis means the production of the gametes having this one, and the gamete will be formed in the form of, that will be in the form of this one. Two characters will be taken, so YR. This will be formed as a result of, it will combine with this, Now what happened in this? During gametogenesis? Small y, small r, and small y, small r. That will be there. This will be the process, this will be the phase of the gametogenesis. So dear students, you have to understand the double cross, that is the dihybrid cross, having the two characters yellow and round. The seed are round, good seed, and seed are yellow, again good seed, with the recessive type of seeds that are wrinkled. Wrinkled means that you can say jhurridar in Hindi, that is not round, and wrinkled means that is this unround, and green means that is not good, color for the pea plant, pea seed. So he taken two contrasting traits, he taken yellow and round and green and wrinkled. So four characters he taken into the consideration for the dihybrid cross, which results the formation of gametes combining one of y and one of r, that is capital, one of y and one of r, that is capital. In this green and rectangle, one of small y and small r, one of small y and small r. But that will be not the pair. These pairs are expressing the gametes, only gametes, nothing else. So dear students, what happened? See, what happened? See, it will combine with this. They are independent to combine to any gamete. They are independent to combine to any gamete, and you are looking here that this may combine with this may combine with this, and this again may combine with this, and this one that may combine with this. So the result that you can predict from this dihybrid cross, and we will continue this video in the next part for the further explanation of the dihybrid cross. Keep watching. Thank you very much for watching this video.